So, welcome to this, the 57th, or first post-Brexit referendum, weekly Friday show from Radio Free UK. We've had a couple of weeks off celebrating, but now we're back with an updated post-Brexit ethos. We don't care about the internals of the EU, it's history. We have a newly independent UK to focus on, to celebrate and to be happy about. We'll have items on the progress of Brexit, our regulars on their issues of the week, the best of the web with various libertarian and other content of interest, and as ever, we'll finish off with our talking book and a tale from our friend Batsby. But it's all about Brexit, the positive benefits that are right ahead for a free, independent, lean, agile, flexible UK and her people. We've crossed the Rubicon and the sunny uplands beckon. We've taken down the EU, now we can continue with our original and far harder task of taking down the BBC. The BBC is reaffirming its unfitness for purpose by continuing in its pro-EU bias, spreading doom and gloom where there is none. But this is good for us here at Radio Free UK. We're the future. The BBC is the past. Every prediction of doom and gloom, from the BBC and elsewhere, has failed to come to pass. Quite the reverse. The benefits are piling up as I speak. But the BBC think if they keep repeating the doom and gloom enough, then like a magic spell or hypnosis, it still will happen. Or at least people may come to believe that it has happened. Too many Romaniacs have a stake in trying to prove that they weren't liars, fools and stupid doommongers. They simply cannot be trusted. On another note, there's a UK parliamentary petition for invoking Article 50 as soon as possible, and start our 2-year exit from the EU. There's also one for repealing the 1972 European Communities Act, which is another way of taking control back from the EU. I personally believe we should do both. But if we only do one, it has to be invoking Article 50, as that initiates our exit. Repealing the 72 Act allows our government to take back control, but I don't actually trust our government to progress once they have done it. We'll end up being half in, half out in perpetuity, or rapidly be fully dragged back in. Invoking Article 50 can't be reversed, or every country would be doing it to get a better deal. So once it's invoked, we can relax a little bit. But if we just repealed the 72 Act, it'd be up to the government to make use of that, and any future government could simply re-implement it and would be no better off. Article 50 cannot be reversed. Once it's invoked, a maximum of 2 years will be out. Repealing the 72 Act relies on the government actually going ahead and gradually undoing all the damage the EU has done. I don't trust the government to do that. They've kept us in the EU this long against our will. And at any time a future government could simply unrepeal the 72 Act and we'd be right back where we started. No, for me Article 50 has to be invoked, which explicitly takes us out of all the EU treaties. But enough of this boring EU talk. Let's get on with the show.